Good morning, Sagittarius. Yes, I got up super early this morning. I don't know why, Sag. Maybe because this new moon is coming and it's supposed to be a pretty powerful one. So it's gonna, you're gonna feel it over the weekend. And there's 2 new moons this month. Plus, we're entering into eclipse season. So, whoosh. For real. So let's take a look at things, and I will do an extended for this video. I kept trying to do the daily reading yesterday afternoon, and then it was like interruption after interruption, and I really felt like, okay, Spirit, you don't want me to do it. So the vibe this weekend is re-energize is reversed. So, which is very interesting because re-energize is kind of like giving new life to something. So, you could be saying no to that. You could be saying, oh boy, look, love and healing. Like, no, I don't think so. I said what I said, Sag. That's what's showing up. But, I mean, I'll look at it with the tarot, too. But, yikes. Okay. But you are, the energy being sent to you, you are still being pulled into co-creating. And this is really about communication. And, because, like, I feel like Spirit is saying that you should really share with others the things that you want to create. Find partnerships, like the only way we can see if people are interested in ideas is if we share them. And so, it's telling you that I feel like it's telling you that these ideas that you have, these things you want to bring into being, you need to share them because you're not doing them by yourself. This is about co-creation. And if you're, if this for you is as, simple as you want a relationship, or you want a successful relationship, even if you're in a relationship and you just want it to be better, you've got to put forth your thoughts and your feelings about it out there. And we have to really be mirroring our thoughts and the things we say in terms of what we want. So, I know I say this to people and they don't really get it, about how if you want love, you have to be it. It's what you have to put forth. And that can be as simple as just feeling it. Or, really celebrating the relationships in your life in which you already have love. Or writing lists and lists of things you love. Doing things you love. There's so many ways to be in that energy. So it's really about being in the energy you want to create. And there's something about creating it with others, because this is all about you're being sent the energy of co-creation. And if you, a lot of times when we share what we're interested in, or share the things that we want in our life, it just naturally attracts other people who also want those things. So I love it. So your journaling prompt for the weekend is the 5 of Swords. Of course it is. Of course it is. Now, when we see the 5 of Swords, right, like, we usually think about conflict, but the number 5 represents change. It really does. And it feels as if I don't feel like this is about conflict. I feel like this is about, in the Spirit of Swords, very much in the mental space. So what are, like, these are 5 changes that you want to make in terms of what you think. So what are 5 thoughts or 5 ways of thinking that you can change? You know, and yeah, and I just keep hearing one of them may be doing everything yourself. Like, you know, like letting other people help in a way. That doesn't mean it's your story, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay. Okay, so I am going to take a minute to even, I'm not going to clarify the journal prompt because that's for your spiritual work. But I am going to kind of take a look at this because it's interesting. And by the way, we have a new deck today. Yay! The Fortune Teller Oracle cards. We're so excited about that. I've been waiting for them. Oracle decks are my favorite. But I have been eyeing up this Mermaid tarot deck. And so I just want to put that out there. Want to put it out in the universe. I've always been drawn to mermaids. I think I might be one. Maybe, who knows? Okay. So let's get some more information. So it does feel like there may be a chance for you to heal something with someone. But you're saying no. Why is re-energize reversed? That's probably cut and dry, but maybe there's more to the story. Why is re-energize? Okay. All right. You're just choosing not to. Okay? You've learned your lesson here with the Hierophants. Maybe it was a spiritual lesson about moving forward. But also, I feel like, and you're very clear on that. If you look, like, I always look in the decks for the direction that the sword is pointing, right? To see where your head's at. And you're very clear about the fact that this lesson was learned. And maybe it also has something to do with values. Like maybe you're looking for a more traditional type of relationship with the Hierophant being here. Yeah, someone, and basically at the end of the day too, the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups, like someone who understands your heart. And maybe that means also that it's someone who doesn't want to change you, right? But you're deciding not to put energy into this because you learned your lesson in terms of this relationship. Okay. Okay, that's a clear message, isn't it, Sag? So let's see what you're co-creating. Oh my goodness. The cards of it all, right? What is Sagittarius co-creating? I was just hearing getting their stuff together. Oh. I feel like getting your ish together is a matter of perception. Like, I feel like everyone has a different idea on what that looks like. So what is Sag co-creating? Why is Sag being sent this co-creating energy? Ooh. Oh, I love it. Ugh, don't love it. 5 of Wands. Ugh. Alright. So, I mean, you might feel real iffy about sharing what it is that you want to do. And I feel like that comes from your experience with other people. Five of Wands. Maybe, in the past, it just caused too many problems. And the Five of Wands can be jealous people. It can, or people who just want to fight. And I feel like that you've maybe run into people who just, it's like no matter what you propose, they disagree with you. Like, it's just like a determination to not be on the same page. But you have a brand new idea here and you're approaching something brand new. And with the world being here, it has a really good chance of success. And like, so you are co-creating with someone. Look, here's the King of Swords and the Three of Cups. So you will be connecting with someone who you will get a lot of support from. And possibly, I mean, friendship is here. I don't see anything about love, honestly. But they're going to really help you bring this idea into fruition. And the King of Swords is a thinking person. And they have the answers that you need. They can help you as far as the plan. And because you've had to, that's who you're going to be co-creating with, and it's a very logical person, so you know what to look out for. But you are also leaving some people behind that no matter what you do, they can't agree with you. Like, there's always a fight. So you're definitely taking a different path here. Okay. Isn't that an interesting message, Sagittarius? And we just started. So let's see what these new cards have to say. So the mystery is you taking a break this weekend, Sagittarius. Feels like some of you might even be getting away. But it's really going to make you feel good. Yeah, like, look how the city is in the background. We're turning our back on the hustle. Getting some rest. And relaxation. So let's see what's unfolding. What's unfolding for Sagittarius? What's unfolding? What's unfolding? Interesting. You have a new destiny coming in, Sagittarius. Like, I feel like... So, this could have to do with some magical abilities that you have. That's on the bottom. Along with an unexpected gift. So if you've been fine-tuning some spiritual or some psychic gifts, something that has to do with magic, you could find that this is something you can actually make money at. Maybe some of you are considering tarot. I don't know. We'll take a look into those spiritual gifts, right? There's our assistant. La la. So, it feels like your guides have been waiting for the right time. Okay? A guardian spirit watches over you. Feel their presence. You know, this could be, it can be an actual person, you know, maybe somebody waiting to broach the subject with you, or it could be a spirit. We'll see, right? And this is something that you're supposed to do, and you may have done it in the past. A forgotten dream will resurface. Pursue it. Interesting, Sagittarius. And it's something you're very gifted at. It may also be something that is a little bit unusual, perhaps, but let's see. Let's see what the cards say. Tell us about this forgotten dream for Sagittarius. Forgotten dream. Oh my gosh, look at this, Sag. What support is this? We have enterprising spirit, pursuit, achievement, goal. So this is something you're likely going to do. The moon is here. So either the new moon is planting the seeds here, or it could have something to do with the full moon, which happens in September. But that's when a change is going to come forth. That's when you're probably going to go after this. Oh, wowza. Let's see more. Wow, Sagittarius. This is exciting, right? So first we're going to look at your guardian spirit. Who has been watching out for Sagittarius? Show me Sagittarius's guardian spirit. Sagittarius's okay. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. I feel like this person, they definitely want to invest in you. So this could actually be a living person. Tell me about this guardian spirit. Oh, the Hierophant. I love that. So they are someone who's very, it could be a Taurus or a business person or a very spiritual person, older, right? This person wants to help you to push this dream forward, right? I feel like they want to invest in you in a financial way, but they want to make sure you're serious first. You know, they don't want to throw their money on something. So this person may actually, I mean, it's possible that they have knowledge that you need in terms of achieving this dream, because there's also a rescuing energy with the Knight of Cups. So this person definitely wants to be some sort of mentor, because they want to invest in you, and they might not tell you that right away. I feel like they just want to make sure that you're serious, because, you know, there's Knight energy. They want to make sure you're not just talking. They want to see what you're willing to do for this. That makes sense, honestly. So tell me about destiny. Tell me about destiny. Ugh. Trying to see what card is in this picture. I can't tell. So tell me about destiny. I feel like this was something that you were supposed to do. 5 of Cups reversed. Okay. Judgment. Eight of Swords. I feel like there was stuff for you to learn. So if you did this in the past, and it looks as if you might have, or this might have been a dream that you had in the past, so maybe you didn't actually do it. But it feels like there was a failure of some sort. Like it was done not great. And because it didn't succeed at the time, you may have thought, I'm not doing it. You know, like made a decision that I'll just move on to something else, which is kind of how we operate, right? But at the same time, even though you made that decision, it was still in your head. You still felt, you know, and really felt like, and maybe you'll start to feel this now to figure out why it didn't work. Even though you made this decision, because at the time it felt very much like a life purpose to you. And it is. That's the point. I actually feel like the problem had more to do with timing than anything else. Sometimes it's not the right time, you know, and there are lots of reasons why that can be. 8 of Cups, the Strength card, the 4 of Swords, and like you walked away from this and it was really hard. And I don't feel like this is a relationship. I feel like this is just like a life path or something you really felt called to do. And now you're wondering, thinking about, did I make the right decision here? I feel like at the time you did, but this is coming back around. Okay. Can you give us any more information on what this is exactly? Yesterday, I was seeing some things about writing. What is this? The Magician. Well, at the very least, okay. So this is definitely something you won't be creating by yourself. You will be creating it with another person. And maybe that was the thing. Maybe you couldn't do this by yourself. But now someone else is interested in joining. Okay. Ace of Swords. And the 3 of Cups. And this person's very supportive and they make you see. I feel like they're the ones who bring the idea. So it's someone else who's bringing this idea to you, Sag. I don't feel like, and maybe they get you thinking about it when you decided already you weren't doing it, but interesting. I'm here for that, Sagittarius, because, yeah. And I feel like this may be an ability of yours that is a little different. That's all I can really think of it being. Yeah, look at this. You have an ally coming, definitely. You definitely do. Okay. So let's see what's going on relationally this weekend. So What could be happening in relationships? And just so you know, in the extended readings, I do a future prediction. So that's always fun. So let's see. In the area of relationships, what is happening this weekend? What is happening this weekend? Ooh, loyalty. Someone has your back. What is happening this weekend? Something that has to do with a loyal friend. Could be a friend showing their loyalty to you. Oh yeah, someone is showing their loyalty to you. They weren't loyal in the past. Maybe they had a lot of growing to do. But I feel like this is someone who wants to rejuvenate this relationship. And it feels, look at this, dating a coworker. So someone at work could be showing interest, or it's connected to work in some way. That's interesting. That is interesting for sure, for sure. So let's see what else. Let's see what it is you want to do this weekend, Sag. What does Sagittarius want to do this weekend? Sagittarius, okay. 8 of Cups, alright. You may be wanting to get away. Yeah. From work, you're tired. Oh. So look at this too, because remember in the mystery cards, there was going to be a self-care break for you. So you may have, well, you definitely want you want something, a way to show up for you to get away. Because you're exhausted, right? 10 of Wands. So what is Sag actually doing? What is Sag actually doing? You may be getting your wish, Sag. And look at this. This looks like, this kind of has that vacation look to it. Look at it. It's definitely spending time with people you love. So, you're not aware of it right now, but there could be an offer from your family, or to spend time with a family. I would look for there to be water involved, because we have 2 cards. Maybe a trip to the beach. Who knows? I would definitely say that this could be happening for you this weekend. So do you have anything else to say about the weekend? Oh, Queen of Swords. Okay. Oh, boy. And the 2 of Pentacles. You could be receiving information, and that can be about opportunities, because the 2 of Pentacles also can really be getting busy, right? Being busy. But it does feel as if this is an opportunity you're not expecting. It would mean being very busy, that you would have to and look for the right word. I wanted to say finagle. Definitely manage your time to fit this in, but it's a really good opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, and Justice. Like, it's a really good opportunity, Sagittarius, that will really mean something in your life. You know, this could be, you know, the Chariot can be victory, it can be a promotion for some, but definitely moving up in your life. Does it involve a move? I'm not sure. It's possible, you know, but I do know that you're not going to, I don't feel like you're going to have tons of time to decide. And yeah, it very may well involve a move. And with Temperance and the Six of Swords, you kind of want to make sure, is this the right time for that, you know? So I definitely will look at that more in the extended, because that seems interesting, and it came out of nowhere. And it's funny because I feel like there may be some sort of legalness involved with it, since Justice is there. Like, maybe you have to sign a contract, and so that makes it serious, right? It sure does. It sure does, Sagittarius. Look at that. Okay. So we will definitely look at that too, as to whether or not you're getting away. It didn't seem like there was much in the romance department, but you never know, Sag. So maybe I'll see you in the extended. If not, I will see you soon, as you can expect. I'm never very far, so have the best weekend ever. Toodles.